Navarro, who served as a former advisor to former President Donald Trump, is having a no good, very bad day. So this morning, a federal judge actually ruled against Navarro's claim that Trump shielded him from complying with the January 6th committee. Now, to make matters worse, his speech to reporters after the ruling was overshadowed by a pretty stubborn protester, and Navarro definitely lost his temper. So before we get to that fun video, let's first go through the case and the whole situation with this judge and why Navarro was probably already in a bad mood, even as he was being provoked by this protester. So Judge Amit P. Mehta ruled today that Peter Navarro cannot argue to a jury that he was barred by executive privilege from providing testimony and documents to the House committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the US Capitol. Now, Navarro was subpoenaed by the select committee investigating January 6th back in February of last year, but he refused to cooperate with their investigation and he refused to respond to their subpoena. In fact, Navarro continually asserted without proof that he defied the subpoena because Donald Trump, in conversations with him, invoked executive privilege and instructed Navarro not to reveal any privileged information related to topics the committee was investigating. Let me just say, anytime you take Trump's advice in legal matters, you're already making a big mistake. Nonetheless, I continue. On the witness stand, Navarro tried to convince the judge that Trump had invoked executive privilege, but the judge described his testimony, and I kid you not, as pretty weak sauce. This judge sounds fun. Now, that's bad news for Navarro, obviously. The ruling paves the way for Navarro to stand trial next week in Washington, D.C. on criminal contempt of Congress charges for ignoring subpoenas from the House January 6th committee. And I have to be honest, I did not expect him to face criminal charges for it. I don't know why. I guess I thought, no, he can just ignore Congress and sure, they'll hold him in contempt, but what does that really mean? Like, is he actually gonna face penalties for that? Is he actually gonna be prosecuted for that? And it appears he will be prosecuted for that. So that's the substantive part of the story. Now let's get to the fun. Now, he wanted to address reporters after speaking to the judge and essentially hearing the judge wasn't buying his weak sauce testimony or argument. But he was accompanied by this protester who was holding a very large and clear sign indicating that Trump lost, and you know it, clear reference to the 2020 presidential election. Navarro didn't like that and lost his patience, as you'll see in this video.
Anybody want to own up to that? Here's the problem.
Hero.
Who's this? Come on.
Bro, you're already facing charges.
Yeah, I get it.
Go ahead and commit a crime. I've been here this whole time. Situational.
Yes, okay. And this is free speech. This is fine. I got no problem with that. I got a problem with people shouting behind me. That's a problem.
Trump lost.
That's not right.
Trump in prison.
That was the first time he lost his patience with the protester. There was another time, which we'll show you in a minute. But first, comments from Wosny Lambre.
This guy he's in deep trouble. That's just obvious. Obviously, he doesn't care about the message. He knows the vibes. He knows what really went on. None of these people are lunatic enough to think that Trump actually won. But yeah, when you get your butt handed to you in court and somebody sort of rubbing it in that way, it can be frustrating. Just what he's doing with his hands and his stuttering speech is just obvious that he knows he's completely in it and he shouldn't have followed this guy down this road. I just don't understand how people follow this dude, man, like down these paths. It's like otherwise, pretty rational people doing this crazy stuff, and now this guy might end up in prison.
It is insane how many people carried water for Trump and were willing to break laws in support of Donald Trump. And at the end of the day, they're on their own when it comes to fighting their own legal battles. I mean, you have Giuliani begging Trump for like some financial aid in helping to defend himself. And look, Trump begrudgingly handed over a little bit of money. I believe it was like $400,000. But it kind of reminds me of the rioters and what they're dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Because Trump didn't pardon them. Trump didn't look out for them. Trump certainly didn't help fund their legal defense. They're on their own. And it's not because they're ordinary people. Trump feels that way about everybody, including the powerful individuals, the elite who aided and abetted the behavior and potential criminality he engaged in. So just a real bad idea, especially for grown-ass men who should know better. But anyway,
well, and he couldn't just give away those pardons. He sells them. It's a business, so you can't. If you're running a business, you can't just give out freebies for the business you run. And we know this because he freed Kodak Black and Lil Wayne.
Wait, did they pay? Did they pay for it?
Of
no,
course.
I know that there are stories about. Oh wow, because I was wondering.
From what I heard, I think it costs about $1 million.
Oh my God, because I was wondering.
That's what I heard.
Trump knows about Kodak Black and Lil Wayne? Like what?
Nah, he's got enough entertainment industry connects that people can get in contact with him to be like, look, what's it gonna cost?
Jeez, that's awful. Okay. Anyway, let's move off the depressing stuff. Move off it. Let's go to the second video where Navarro lost his temper.
On the playgrounds here playing basketball. And I love the people of Washington, D.C. I'll be honest with you. It's a really nice city to be in. All right, I appreciate.
Sorry, Mr. Navarro.
No, that's right. No, I appreciate
these people. I just wanted to
no, this is great. You know, it's like
we appreciate what
put
you're
your flag up there.
We appreciate what you're doing, sir. We
This is,
appreciate the justice you're getting for this country.
I think this is kind of the important kind of debate where, and look, see, she's trying to block the flag.
Yep.
Okay, this is the problem we have in America. Like she's Trump lost, and you know it. That's fine. She's expressing her point of view. She's got a megaphone to disrupt.
Yep.
But when it comes time for me to express my view to you, you've seen what she's done. She's interrupted me while I was speaking, and she won't even let an American show the American flag. Shame on you, ma'am.
Shame.
Thank you
very much.
Okay, that's
You love the Proud Boys, huh?
Living in China.
Proud Boys, Sam.
Dude, just go home. You're about to stand
That's
trial. Just go home. Don't address the media. Don't get triggered by the protester. What are you doing? What are you doing? So stupid. Such bad judgment. I would not address the media after that hearing, after losing the argument in front of a judge during that hearing. He's in a bad mood. He's easily triggered. Why does he need to talk to the press? Go home. Take a load off, get ready for your trial. It is amazing but I don't care. He's trying to like shift the blame to like the protester for covering the American flag. It's not about the American flag, bro. You are held in contempt of Congress and now you're gonna stand trial. You're being prosecuted for that. Go home. Just insane to me. Anyway.
I think people have watched so many Hollywood depictions of how courtroom dramas and trials go. They think if they just deliver that one speech anywhere, somewhere, and it's caught on camera, that they will be exonerated. Like he thinks, he thought he was about to give the Matthew McConaughey, and what if she was black or white, whatever he said in A Time to Kill. He thought he was delivering that speech there, and not quite. That's not what happened. Speeches don't get you off.
And just tired and
he's old.
He's old. Good.
He needs to go home.
Go home. I totally agree.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.